Hello and welcome to this Data Protector for Cloud Workloads demo. In this episode, we're going to look at the general overview of Data Protector for Cloud Workloads and how it works together with Data Protector in a larger ecosystem for data protection.
Data Protector for Cloud Workloads is made of two main components. We are currently looking at the server component, providing us with this nice dashboard overview of the current data protection status, like also success rate, information about the backup devices used in terms of capacity and current workload, also the activity currently running, and some additional information. The second important item in the configuration are so-called backup nodes, which are actually data movers, making sure data is read from any kind of backup sources like virtual machines or Microsoft 365 data and is moved over to an appropriate backup device, which can also be kind of a handover to the larger Data Protector product, which then allows to share backup devices and gives you the larger communication to the larger backup sets, the larger backup devices hosted in the background. Now, Data Protector for Cloud Workloads focuses on the way those cloud workloads are actually set up, like in Microsoft 365. And there's a certain configuration area where you look at those kind of ingredients. When you have connected yourself to Microsoft 365, the users will automatically be synchronized, sites will be displayed, also the teams, the areas will be shown, and everything that is stored on OneDrive, like in files, will be displayed and also backed up as well. So this is what you do over here, and so-called backup SLAs will make sure that all your data is protected. SLAs have two major components. First of all, the general information that you want to protect, like whatever certain features being available, users, sites, and so Teams arrangements in OneDrive, like I mentioned. And the second important element is a schedule that makes sure that backups are executed when you want it and to whatever backup target you want. So all this makes a policy, and the policy is basically what you manage from this point of view, which makes life a lot easier than looking at individual resources. The other area we cover is virtual environments, where Data Protector for Cloud Workloads can actually support a large number of different systems. So you select a kind of virtual machine infrastructure like hypervisor managers, and that's typical systems like Amazon Web Services, Kubernetes, Nutanix, or OpenStack, OpenShift, and a lot more displayed over here. And if you want to get a full-blown list of all the hypervisors supported, the versions or variants, please have a look at the Micro Focus webpage. We also look at individual hypervisors from here. You have a selection from Citrix, KVM, Proxmox, and Zen. So that's only a couple of the systems which we can support with the solution. All those configuration items have in common that you manage access to it, and virtual machines are usually snapshotted before a backup is taken to make sure that the data is consistent. And then data is taken away by the backup nodes that I just mentioned and transported over to your backup device of choice. You configure a so-called backup destination, which is kind of a backup target for you, which could be just like a disk-based or file system-based local target like set up here. But you can also create different backup kind of destinations which have certain features like synthetic full arrangements. And like I mentioned before, you can organize a handover to Data Protector, which is a so-called backup provider, and it will allow you to hook into a larger Data Protector configuration, making use of all those very large enterprise-grade backup devices in the background. Now, another important item is, of course, reporting, where you can see what's currently going on, where your SLAs are actually in line with your company standards. You can look at it in larger summaries and also broken down into virtual environments and some other areas. And of course, you can create whatever reports that can be emailed or you can be notified by them, and you send it out to the appropriate people. We also provide proper access management where local users and groups are created and they can be kind of merged into a role. So you can make sure that everybody has the right amount of access and people are left out of things that they shouldn't see in the backup environment. So quick summary of what we've just seen. Data Protector for Cloud Workloads is a solution that works well with Data Protector, so they have certain similarities and they share more and more of the capabilities. But you can also run it standalone just to focus on your cloud workloads that you have in your organizations. Get in touch with our specialists from sales and marketing, and also people like us from product management to learn more about Data Protector for CloudWorks and how you can use it in your environment. Thank you very much for listening, and I wish you a very nice day.